Here is a show me lesson on ratio. Ratio is just a way of comparing two or more different kinds of quantities. So here's a ratio of 2 to 5. Now, if the left-hand side increased to 6, let's say, the right-hand side needs to increase by the same quantity. Let's think about what this 2 here, this 2 has been multiplied by a 3 to become 6. So that means the right-hand side needs to be multiplied by 3 as well to become 15. So 6 to 15 is the same ratio as 2 to 5. Now let's use the same ratio to look at an everyday problem. Let's say you wanted to make some orange squash. Now the amount of orange cordial you need to put in to the amount of water you need to put in is in the ratio 2 to 5. Okay, now let's say you wanted to use 200 millilitres of orange cordial and you want to know how much water you would need. Well, like before, you need to know what the 2 has been multiplied by to become 200, and it's been multiplied by 100. That means the other side needs to be multiplied by 100 as well, which would give you 500. So you would need 200 millilitres of orange cordial and 500 millilitres of water to make your orange squash. Here's another everyday problem. Let's say Bill and Ben receive some money from their grandmother in the ratio 5 to 3. And you're told then that Bill actually receives £500. Okay? And we want to know how much Ben would receive. Well, Bill's share is 5 in the ratio, so we need to know what 5 has been multiplied by to become 500, and it's been multiplied by 100. Therefore, Ben's ratio of 3 needs to be multiplied by 100 as well, which would give him £300. Here's a very similar problem. We're using Bill and Ben again in the ratio 5 to 3, and they're going to receive money. But this time, the question tells you that they received £400 altogether. So between them, they received £400, and we want to know how much they received each. Well, because they've given you the total that they received, we want to know what the total number of shares that they had together. So we need to add together our 5 and our 3 to get 8. Now this time we want to know what the 8 has been multiplied by to become 400, and it's been multiplied by 50. So like before, we need to times everything by 50. So to get what Ben received, we need to do 5 times 50, so he would have £250, and Ben as well needs to be times by 50, so he would receive £150. Now you can obviously check that you're right here, because our 250 plus our 150 should add up to 400, which it does. Okay, just one more slightly different problem. Sorry about that interruption. So this time, the question is going to tell you that Bill actually receives £300 more than Ben. So that means the difference between how much they received is £300. So we need to know what the difference in shares that they receive. Well, if Bill receives 7 shares and Ben receives 4 shares, the difference between how much they received in shares is 3. 7 take away 4 is 3. So we need to know what the 3 has been multiplied by to become 300. It's been times by 100. So that's what we need to times the number of shares by. So Bill got 7 shares, times that by 100 is 700. And Ben times that by 100 as well. So that would be 400. And again, let's just check that we're right. If Bill received 700, the difference between that and Ben's 400 is 300, so we're right. So there's a few examples on ratio questions.